This is the part of the BBC where programmes are pitched, commissioned and scheduled for millions of people to watch every day, where channels are created and cared for. Television is a dynamic place to work, a matrix of interrelated areas. It includes the genre teams, public service channels, commercial channels, TV operations, programme acquisition, interactive television, strategy and business and finance. These areas all contribute to defining and achieving television strategic objectives, providing audiences with the richest offering of television viewing.
That's fantastic!
I think every one of us in the TV division have fantastic jobs, and that's about getting great programmes out to the audience across the UK, and that means we're in the channel business, the business of having channels which act like a gearbox between the audience and creativity.
Choosing great programme ideas is fundamental to television. The genre teams, factual and learning, entertainment and drama manage every aspect of this creative process.
Today is entertainment offers, so we'll
This is the part of the BBC where programmes are pitched, commissioned and scheduled for millions of people to watch every day, where channels are created and cared for. Television is a dynamic place to work, a matrix of interrelated areas. It includes the genre teams, public service channels, commercial channels, TV operations, programme acquisition, interactive television, strategy and business and finance. These areas all contribute to defining and achieving television strategic objectives, providing audiences with the richest offering of television viewing.
That's fantastic!
I think every one of us in the TV division have fantastic jobs, and that's about getting great programmes out to the audience across the UK, and that means we're in the channel business, the business of having channels which act like a gearbox between the audience and creativity.
Choosing great programme ideas is fundamental to television. The genre teams, factual and learning, entertainment and drama manage every aspect of this creative process.
Today is entertainment offers, so we'll listen to lots of different proposals for entertainment programmes for BBC One over the next year or so.
We've been in discussions with the in-house departments and the independent companies for the last 3 months, looking at ideas, developing ideas, discussing them.
There's a lot of excitement in the air as production prepare for the day ahead.
We're the creative workhouse of in-house BBC, so we've got to come up with the ideas that are interesting enough and producible enough to get onto television.
It's a big moment for us. It happens 3 times a year, and this is where we should get most of our commissions.
First up, our teams watch a new game show idea, which is presented live. As they watch, they need to assess whether the idea is right for their audiences. They will listen to and discuss dozens of ideas throughout the day.
How many chocolate bars does the average person eat in a week?
We've talked about possibly the idea of stripping the shows across a week with the final on the Saturday.
I mean, why wouldn't Elton do it for once? I mean, is there any rule that would say he couldn't do it?
Meetings like this go on all week for the channels and genres. In the next couple of weeks, decisions will have to be made.
You helped in the decision making. I mean, you know, I make these decisions jointly with the genre commissioner. Liam, who's the scheduler of BBC One, plays his part in those decisions as well. So, you know, you discuss it.
You go into each new programme with high expectations. and so it's an exciting part of the process.
Over at Television Centre, the slate managers are working out the financial implications of this round of commissioning.
Business and finance within television is extremely important. They are inextricably linked. Money makes the world go round, to coin a phrase, and money is what allows us to make programmes. Our job is to enable the editorial teams to get the right kind of programmes on screen and provide value for money to the licence fee payer. So essentially what we do is we make sure that money is well managed.
There are many different areas of business and finance, each of which provide vital support within television. One of these is a specialised information unit dedicated to managing the complex programme data that television depends upon. Another area in television, find, select and acquire some of the most dynamic films and series available worldwide to complement the commissioned output.
My role is nice and varied. It's a question of looking at films and writing reports on films, and then once we have acquired the films, we then do an editorial report, and then it's a question of getting it looking as good as possible for the viewers at home. Essentially, we'll buy a film for a set period of time, which is a licence period, and it's usually about 5 years in length, and we'll get a certain amount of transmissions within that time period. The longer you have to find the right film for the right slot, the better it is, but sometimes it's a rush job. But my job is to liaise with the editor, and I'm very reliant upon their expertise.
That's what she said.
What do you think about these pictures? Do you reckon it's a bit dark here?
Definitely
she does look very dark on this.
We often will be looking at all the technical issues, primarily sound and vision, and improve those with a bit of grading tweaks.
To have reached this stage, highly experienced negotiators have already struck major deals with distributors around the world. Next, we visit the area that works to ensure the right programmes reach the right audiences at the right time. And it all seems to be kicking off.
On Wednesday at 2:30 is what is known as the press deadline.
What do you mean?
That's all I can think about, please.
You want to put something else in?
This is the time and the day by which a week's worth of programming is sent off to the listings magazines, gets published and gets sent to millions of homes throughout the country, or newsagents.
Okay, well we've got 10 minutes, so could you give us a ring back in 5 minutes and give us a list of what you've got?
And it's possibly the most crucial part of scheduler's job, because it's the first time you get to see what you're up against in the other channels. So you may be moving programmes around.
I was looking for a One Foot in the Grave.
And the stressful part comes because you've got this 2:30 cut-off, and that is it. On BBC One peak time, which is the premier channel, they'll be looking at what ITV are doing and making sure that the viewer gets a proper choice across the two channels at least, and also in terms of BBC, making sure that there are no programmes that clash with ourselves.
For Thursday.
Thursday, 12. I've got the mobile with me as well, so you can ring that too. See you, mate. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
I imagine we're talking about airport change rooms in the same price.
I don't know where you're going to get that.
Eventually, they meet their deadlines successfully.
Done. I could merge on a cup of tea.
But there's more to it than press day.
I'm in overall charge of the shape of the schedule from now, as in what's transmitting today, right up until about 2 years from now in detail. I've got a deputy who looks after the scheduling side, and there's another plan manager who looks after the forward planning and all the financial side, and there's a research manager as well. So we all kind of contribute ideas, but at the end of the day we advise Jane Root, who's the channel controller on BBC Two, about what kind of programmes we should have, how long they should be and where they should play.
So what does it take to manage a television channel? We talked to some of our channel management team to find out a little more about what they do.
The job of a channel controller is to be the place where all of the different things come together. So the programme commissioning, the marketing, the publicity, the money, all of those things all happen. They come together in my team.
But then just going into the spring-summer then, again.
My thought is if you can link it to Pavarotti, and you can also perhaps do one other thing, which
I
is
thought it was
like...
interesting that the People's Promise to tell on BBC One, you know, it's probably something along those lines, which is, you know, the nation's favourite opera, or, you know.
You try and have a sense of where the audience is going. So something that's very popular now, will it have declined in a year's time? Can you see the seeds of something that's becoming more interesting and try and go big with that? A lot of the time you're trying to think about how to market things and how to make people care and make things feel really big rather than small.
Good Lord, it's enormous!
It is huge, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
I'm really proud of what everyone at the BBC has achieved with 3. Within 6 months, we've established it as a place for new talent, intelligent British programming for young people. Press launch is really key because it focuses what you're trying to do in a particular season, and it's really good when you're running the channel as well because it makes you concentrate on what new message you're trying to get out there. And in entertainment, we're launching Fightbox, a virtual reality fighting show which has been shot in TC1 at Television Centre. I think the best thing about being a channel controller is freedom, actually, the creative freedom.
It's that creative freedom that makes it possible to build a channel that stands out from the crowd.
The good thing about a channel like BBC4 is that we'll probably get more distinctive as more and more channels proliferate. For a start, we are a multi-genre channel. That makes us harder to tell people what we do, which is a challenge for us. But it does mean that the eclecticism of it, the mix of it, the intelligence of it, makes it much more distinctive in a landscape where you have a comedy channel, a movie channel, a sports channel.
Another distinctive part of the television landscape is BBC's commercial and joint venture channels. These are overseen editorially by channel teams. The network, collectively known as UK TV, provides a broad range of additional viewing choice to viewers in the UK. BBC Prime is BBC's international entertainment channel, which reaches out to viewers in Europe, the Middle East and Africa. Another venture, BBC America, showcases the best of BBC drama and entertainment programmes right across North America. So, programmes have been commissioned, acquired and scheduled. What could possibly be left?
Oh yeah, hi, it's Dominic here from Programme Delivery. I was just checking on where that tape was. We were probably expecting it to be in about an hour. We're going to need the tape here by 7 at the absolute latest if we're going to get a chance to run the tech review through it before it goes on air. Well, no, it hasn't arrived here yet. So you have sent it. We've got a problem with the tape. We've just tech reviewed it and basically there's an irreparable tape error on it. We're going to have to get a clone in.
This unit ensures externally made programmes arrive on time and are fit for transmission.
Okay, well we're just coming to the end of the second tech review and luckily it's passed. As soon as the tape comes out of the machine, I'm going to run it across to the transmission area. Hopefully we should have enough time for everyone to set up, ready for transmission tonight.
Every day, BBC Television offers well over 300 hours of programmes to its audiences. Its talented professionals help to make the BBC the most creative organisation in the world.
3, 2, 1, and go.